Welcome back to Old Man Wisdom. It's a Friday, so this is the last day of trading before the weekend. And we're going to view the EURUSD on the 1 hour chart, both with price action analysis as well as our indicator. So let's start with the price action. Here we go. These are the lines that I marked up last week. And this little rectangle here represents all the candles that have been painted this week. And we was talking about a buy opportunity from this level down here. So let's just zoom up a little bit and I'll extend this area that we was talking about last week. We wanted to see price come either into this area or liquidity area that will break these lows, or ideally below the liquidity area in order to capture all the pending orders. Now on the Friday it came into the area, and I was talking about taking a buy even on the Friday, even though I don't particularly like having a trade open over the weekend, but that's what I did. So I had about a 40 pip stop loss and I was looking at an 80 pip take profit. It got to 70 pips. So obviously I'd set my trade to break even, and then by the Tuesday, of course, it came racing back down and stopped me out. Now, I was looking to buy from this area again, but as you see, the candles gave no indication of stalling. It had to really move quite viciously through this liquidity area in order to break the support line, and of course it just never stopped. It made its way lower and lower, and now we're in a classic kind of channel. It's making lower lows as it goes down in the traditional sense, and we're certainly in a nice channel down here. So if I just scroll out a little bit, I've got a level down here. It's at the 0.98800 level. The reason this is plotted is it's taken from a higher time frame, a monthly time frame, and I wouldn't be surprised if price works its way down. However, I also wouldn't be surprised if it makes a real comeback right up to on or around this level here. If you took a Fibonacci from this last high down to this low, this level is around about the 50% mark. And what the market often likes to do is to break a channel, pull back, trick people into thinking that it's going to go higher, but in reality, it likes to melt away again. So be very careful if it breaks this little channel and forms what you might think is an upward trend, because it's still very, very bearish and has been for quite some time. Look, you notice here it did the same. So it made some kind of structure to the downside, broke to the upside, tried to lure people into buying before it continues to melt away. I wouldn't be surprised if it does continue to drop away. But next week anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if it makes its way up to this kind of level or area again before rejecting and dropping lower. So that's the kind of pattern I'm looking for on the EURUSD price action wise next week. As for our 1 hour power indicator, remember that I also wanted it to go up, but ideally as high as this multi-time frame moving average, but of course it didn't quite do that, and therefore the MACD didn't hit the zero line and give us another sell opportunity, which is a shame because we missed all this movement to the downside, and that's very much what we was looking for because of price being underneath this multi-time frame moving average. So for next week, what do we hope to see? Well, we want price to move up. We want price to remain below this multi-time frame moving average. We want the MACD to move towards the zero line. And then in an ideal world, we get another sell opportunity. This last one, last week was lovely. There was almost zero drawdown before hitting our take profit on a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. So next week, that's what we hope. We want for a nice pullback. We want the MACD to head towards the zero line. And then we want this non-repainting indicator to give us a nice sell opportunity with a small risk and a lovely 2-to-1 reward. So there you have it. Price action strategy on the EURUSD, as well as our non-repainting indicator for MT4, also on the EURUSD 1 hour. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about doing that now, and stay tuned for the next video next week. Take care, and I'll speak to you very soon.